guys, welcome to another Tuesday. So today is Tip and Technique Tuesday, and this tip is another relatively simple technique to do. A lot of us probably don't think about it, but I'm going to help you remember. So what we're going to do, today's tip and technique is I'm going to show you how to eliminate some of your counting errors when you're making like a larger piece of work, let's say like an afghan or even a shawl, a wrap, anything of size. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make me a basic chain. Let's say that I'm going to make, let's just use a scarf as an example. Alright, so I generally will do my scarves for adults as far as the width. I'm going to do about 22 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Okay, so that's the basic width of the scarves that I generally do. Now, let's just say that it's 22 chains. Alright, the simple technique would be to basically chain an extra 3. 1, 2, 3. Candy, I got no more treats, you little silly cat. Okay, so the reason that I say chain 3 extra chains and do those loosely, and what you'll do is once you start working back across, and you just keep on going and going and going, you move up a row, move up a row, move up a row. Once you get to the first row across, let's say like you're going to half double crochet across, and you're just going to do this all the way. And let's say, for instance, that once you get across, you realize, well, I had my count correct. I did end up having the correct amount of chains. When you get over here, after you've done a couple rows, whenever, if you've not done your knot so tightly, which I would advise you not to make it really extremely tight. Make it relatively loose. You can even put a stitch marker in there as you tie that knot. If you see that you did your stitch count correctly, or maybe you just wanted to add these 3 extra chains just to have something to fall back on, what you can do at this point is you can start pulling these chains loose and removing them from your work. So if you ever are in question about if you have your correct amount of stitches, even if you have a project where you're not sure about the number of stitches, but you want to leave yourself a little leeway to work, always chain up an extra 3 to 4 stitches on your big pieces. That way you won't get through your work in several rows and start feeling, oh, maybe I should have given myself the extra room, or maybe you find out that you needed an extra stitch and you put 1 too few in the row. This gives you an ultimatum where you leave yourself a little leeway and room for mistake or corrections here, and you can just start pulling those stitches out. If you find that you didn't need those extra stitches, then you just start pulling those stitches out at the end of, not the end, but the beginning of where you started here. Okay, so it's just basically simple. You'll understand it more once you actually start working it. So if I were just to go to the end of this and decided, okay, well, just say that this is my scarf, and I recognize that this is going to be long enough right here, so I really don't need these extra stitches. So then what you're going to do is you're going to pull those extra stitches out, and when you get to the very end there, you just tighten it up and your extra stitches are gone, and you can move ahead in your work now, and you don't have to worry about miscounting. You don't have to worry about being wrong in your stitch count. Okay, So that is just a very simple tip for your work. You just adding anywhere from 3 to 4 extra stitches onto your base chain of your larger projects. And then that way you don't leave yourself in any bind as far as having to figure out how to add more stitches, or increasing in the middle of a project. But your stitch count will always be correct if you play the first foundation row correctly like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tip, and if you have any further questions about it, please leave me a question or a comment in the box below the video, and I will be glad to assist you more with that. So again, until my next video and my next tip and technique video, guys, I'll see you next Tuesday, and happy hooking to all of you.